In a narration found in Sahih Muslim, number 290, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, warned that the one who spreads malicious gossip will not enter paradise. This is the one who spreads gossip, whether it is true or not, which causes problems between people and leads to fractured and broken relationships. This is an evil characteristic, and those who behave in such a manner are in fact human devils, as this mentality belongs to none other than the devil. He always strives to cause separation between people. Allah, the Exalted, has cursed this type of person in the Holy Quran. Chapter 104 Al-Humazah, verse 1.
Woe to every backbiter and slanderer!
How can one expect Allah, the Exalted, to fix their problems and bestow them with blessings if this curse has surrounded them? The only time tale-bearing is acceptable is when one is warning others of a danger. It is a duty on a Muslim not to pay any attention to a tale-bearer, as they are wicked people who should not be trusted or believed. Chapter 49 Al-Hujurat, verse 6.
O you who have believed, if there comes to you a disobedient one with information, investigate, lest you harm a people out of ignorance.
And chapter 24 An-Nur, verse 12.
Why, when you heard it, did not the believing men and believing women think good of themselves, i.e. one another, and say, this is an obvious falsehood?
A Muslim should forbid the tale-bearer from continuing with this evil characteristic, and urge them to sincerely repent. As commanded in the Holy Quran, a Muslim should not harbor any ill will against the person that supposedly said something bad about them or others. Chapter 49 Al-Hujurat, verse 12.
O you who have believed, avoid much negative assumption. Indeed, some assumption is sin.
This same verse teaches Muslims not to try to prove or disprove the tale-bearer by spying on others. Chapter 49 Al-Hujurat, verse 12.
And do not spy.
Instead, the tale-bearer should be ignored. A Muslim should not mention the information given to them by the tale-bearer to another person, or mention the tale-bearer, as this would make them a tale-bearer as well. Muslims should avoid tale-bearing and the company of tale-bearers, as they can never be worthy of trust or companionship until they sincerely repent. One must remember that the one who gossips about others with a person will also gossip about that person with others. Finally, as the tale-bearer wronged people, they will not be forgiven by Allah, the Exalted, until their victims forgive them first. As people are not so merciful and forgiving, this may lead to the tale-bearer giving their good deeds to their victims, and if necessary, the tale-bearer will take the sins of their victims on Judgment Day. This may cause them to be hurled into hell. This has been warned in a narration found in Sahih Muslim, number 6579. Finally, the warning in the main narration of losing out on paradise can easily occur for a tale-bearer, as the malicious gossip they initiated can easily spread like wildfire across the community and even the world through social media. As a result, the tale-bearer who initiated the gossip will have a share in the sin of every person that discusses this piece of gossip. And their sins will continue to increase even after their death, as long as the gossip there initiated continues to be discussed. This has been indicated in a narration found in Jami' at-Tirmidhi, number 2674. Therefore, one must avoid this dangerous outcome by always avoiding gossiping about others, just like they dislike for others to gossip about them. If one must speak about others, they should do so in a positive way, otherwise they should remain silent. Over 400 free ebooks, audiobooks, infographics, podcasts and blogs available on our website, www.shaykhpod.com.